Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is Eric here, guys, with the TRD Squad. Back at it again, guys, bringing you another budget but competitive deck. So today, guys, I'm going to be showcasing you guys Tenyi slash Swordsoul. This is all on a budget. This deck is super cheap, especially now thanks to the reprints from Ghosts from the Past. You can now get your Tenyi deck core. You can get also an ultra rare at about 20 bucks, I believe. I think I paid like 15 on eBay though. I made like a best offer. The guy accepted it. Picked up the entire Tenyi deck core ultra rare for 15 bucks. And I believe it's pretty cheap too, also on TCG Player. Also, you can get your Monk of the Tenyis in super rare, and they look pretty nice. I'll have to say about that. And I think these are like $2 a copy as well. And then we also got like some extra deck reprints as well. Not necessarily Tenyi cards, but worm cards that do help support this deck. But anyways, guys, this deck is super fun, and it's extremely consistent. I'll say that as well. And it's also competitive. Can put up a pretty good sized board, about anywhere between like 5 to 6, 7 negates. And it's pretty consistent at doing that, guys. But without further ado, guys, let's get into this deck profile. So to start things off, we're playing 3 copies of the Tenyi Spirit Shuna. This card is a must as a 3 of, especially when you're playing the budget version. 3 copies of Adhara, 3 copies of Ashuda. Now you gotta play 3 copies of each one of these because when you're playing the budget version, we don't have access to Moyi, don't have access to Ecclesia. Moyi's sitting about like $50 a copy, Ecclesia at 60. That's just way too much money for cards. However, though, if you do have 1 copy of Moyi, all you really need is just 1 copy. It makes the deck a whole lot, that much more better, just having that 1 copy. However, guys, I got you guys covered in this video. You don't need that card, but if you have it, yeah, play it. 2 copies of Shatana. Most builds, especially like the competitive builds, like the, I guess the all-out build, we'll call it that, right? Only play 1 copy, but in the budget build, guys, you gotta open up as many Tenyi cards as possible. So 2 Shatana is kind of like a must. And also, I gotta say, this card looks really good in the ultra rare. Like, it looks really nice. 3 copies of Taye. This card is super good in the budget build because this card sends to graveyard, and then the level 8 Swordsoul Synchro it can add from deck. And that actually comes in clutch, especially when you're playing this budget build. 3 copies of Wang Yun. This card's kind of a must as well. But honestly, all these cards are like super cheap, man. 1 copy of Marimir. You can also get your super rare copy for like 50 cents. Looks pretty nice as well. And playing 3 copies of Vessel for the Dragon Cycle. Kind of a must as well. Gotta play the 3 Searchers. 2 Heavenly Dragon Circle. You don't want to play 3 because it becomes kind of bricky. So the most expensive card in deck, and honestly you gotta kind of play it, is Swordsoul Emergence. You can probably get away with like 2 copies, but yeah, this card's kind of a must. And I do believe like this card was like, it was probably like $5 a couple of weeks ago, but now with the balance coming out, it's kind of gone up again. I believe it's around $8 a copy, which is still not too bad. But yeah, most expensive card in the deck. Playing 1 Swordsoul Sacred Summit, just 1's enough. And now I made this deck before the ban list came out, so I had like all my cards double sleeved and everything ready for this video. And yeah, I just played 1 pot of Desires, but 2 is actually, 2 is probably a little bit better. If you want to play 2, just drop 1 of the Blackouts because I'm playing 2 copies of Blackout. Now for our hand traps, guys, we're playing a total of 9 hand traps and then 2 cards that'll help us like go second in case we go second, and just kind of help to break your opponent's board. But what those cards are is that we're playing 3 Effect Veilers, 3 Ghost Ogre, and honestly these cards are really good. I'm going to tell you guys right really quickly. Effect Veiler plus Ashuna is already kind of like full combo, or can help you extend it even further. So that's the reason why I play Veiler, because it's a level 1 tuner. Ashuna is a level 7, or Vashuda is also level 7. That can get you into your Swordsoul level 8 Synchro monster, which can allow you to extend from there. So that's the reason why we play Effect Veiler. Ghost Ogre is just like another budget hand trap that was reprinted in the, was it the Albaz, I believe? It was either Albaz or Cyber Strike. Don't remember. Or Cyber Dark, I mean. Cyber Dark or Albaz structure deck. But this card is really good though because it stops the Despia field spell, stops the Adventure Engine, can also stop a Virtual World. Just a variety of decks out there that can stop. Can also like, now with Despia being out there, we're seeing Shaddolls being played against, so this card can also stop Schism from making that second window. And yeah, this card's just really good for that reason. And also, don't know, like if DD Crow's a level 1 tuner, DD Crow is actually pretty good as well because it banishes a bunch of cards that can be out there that are kind of like problematic. But I can't remember off the top of my mind right now if DD Crow is a level 1 tuner. I'm pretty sure it's a level 1 monster, but it could be a level 2. I'm not entirely sure. But if it is level 1 tuner, you can also play as well, other than Ghost Ogre. 3 Infinite Imperm. And then for going second, guys, just 2 Dark Will No More. I usually don't like playing this card, even though it is like the budget alternative for reading draw play. This is usually like a side deck card. However, though, when you're playing this Tenyi build, you can still use this card, break your opponent's board completely, and then set up a pretty hard board for your opponent to try to come back on. So that's the reason why we're playing the 2 Dark Blue no more. But that's basically, guys, for the main deck. It's 41 cards. If you want to drop it to 40, just drop the 1 Swordsoul Blackout. Just play 1 copy of it. But I wouldn't really mess too much with the monsters. Like I said, you want to keep that consistency going. So yeah, the Swordsoul Blackout would be pretty fine to drop. For the extra deck, guys, you got to play 3 copies of Monk of the Tenyi. This card's a must here. Also playing the 1 Shaman. Now in the budget build, we do play the Tenyi Link 4. And now for other Link cards, we're playing the 1 Link Karibo, 1 Link Spider, the 1 Appaloosa. I'm going to showcase you guys in the combo video, you know, like why we play these 2. And I was probably mistaken. Probably Appaloosa might be the most expensive card in the deck. I'm not sure what that card sits at now, but yeah, at one point this card was like $5, and I hope you picked it up back then because it was a really good card to pick off when it got that reprint. Now we're playing 1 Proxy here, and the reason why is because I cannot find that card. I've been searching it for 3 days. Got me super frustrated, but I had to make this video. So instead of Chaos Ruler, guys, we're actually playing the 1 Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, which is a level 8 Synchro, but Chaos Ruler kind of looks like it. So I do apologize, guys. We gotta just throw that Proxy in there. For these Swordsoul Secret cards, you're going to play all 3 of them. Your Grand Master, Sinister Sovereign, and your Swordsoul Supreme Sovereign. So, yeah, all 3. And honestly, these cards are really good. I'm going to showcase you guys a really quick combo here where you can get all 3 of them on the field. Pretty cool combo as well. Playing 1 Vaxia, 1 Yazi. These cards also just got some reprints, so they're pretty cheap as well. And then the 1 Adamantine Razor Risen Dragite. I used to make this card quite a bit, and it's honestly really good. Just depending on what kind of a hand you get, though, sometimes it is pretty good to have that spell and trap negate. Now, very quickly, guys, I'm going to showcase you guys a really cool, fun combo here where you can use all 3 of your Swordsoul boss monsters. Let me just adjust my camera real quick, guys, and I'll be right back in a second. Alright, now for the first combo, you specifically need these 3 cards as well. This is not the ideal combo you want to end on. It's just a pretty cool board that you can make sometimes, but you specifically need these 3 cards, or just any of a searcher that can get you into these 3 cards, for example, like Swordsoul Emergence, Vessel for the Dragon Cycle. But what you need is you need your Ashuna, Long Yan, and your Tai A. So, first things first, for this combo, special summon your Ashuna. I'm going to go and link that off for your Monk of the Tenyi. Or after you special summon that out, right? I'm going to go and activate Ashuna's effect, guys. You're going to go and banish it from your graveyard to special summon out your Adhara from deck. I'm going to go and link off your Adhara here for your second Monk of the Tenyi. And then now you're going to go and banish your Adhara. Now you are locked into Warrior Monsters, but that's perfectly fine because this is where this combo wants to take us anyways. Banish your Adhara, add back your Ashuna back to hand. Now you're going to activate your Longyan's effect, guys. You're going to pitch Ashuna to the graveyard. Special summon out a token here. Now using the token, using Longyan, you're going to go and Synchro Summon here. And don't forget to like do your opponent 1200 damage to the Longyan effect since it was used for a Synchro Summon. I'm going to go ahead and make your Sinister Sovereign here. Now, you're going to go ahead at this point, using both your Monk of the Tenyis, make your Shaman of the Tenyi. Normal summon out your Tai, guys. Activate the effect to banish your Monk of the Tenyi. You don't need the other copy now. Get another token. Using the token, using Tai, going to go and Synchro Summon here. Going to go into our Grandmaster. Now, we're going to have multiple effects trigger here, guys. You're going to want to do, we're going to trigger, Long Gun will trigger, Supreme Sovereign will trigger on Summon. Tai will trigger after being sent to the graveyard for a Synchro Summon. So you can do like Chain Link 1, Chain Link 2, Chain Link 3. So with Tai, going to go ahead and pitch your Memory to the graveyard. With the Grandmaster, you're going to add Swordsoul Sacred Summon from deck to hand. And then with Long Gun, guys, you just want to draw. You're just going to draw a card. Doesn't really matter what card you draw. It's really not that important for this combo. And now what you're going to do, guys, now is that we now have, we're going to have 2 cards in hand right here. So we're going to activate Shaman of the Tenyi. Going to pitch the card that we drew with the Sinister Sovereign. Special Summon out Mirror. And one thing's really important, I forgot to mention, you guys, always make sure that you summon your Synchros as far left or as far right as possible from Shaman of the Tenyi. And then you also want to keep your Shaman of the Tenyi link arrows, or the spots that it points to, open with all monsters there. And the reason why is because it's kind of just important for this combo here. No, hold on. Take that back. It's actually not important for this combo. But for the second combo, I'm going to showcase you guys it is important. It doesn't really matter for this combo, though. But anyways, you're going to activate Memory's effect, guys, twice. Bring out 2 tokens. Now using the 2 tokens, using your Shaman of the Tenyi. Going to go ahead and make your Tenyi Spirit Shasahara. Activate Memory's effect one more time, create 1 more token. Activate your Sacred Swordsoul Summon, guys. We're going to target a Long Gun in the graveyard. Special summon it out. And now since we use Marmor's effect 3 times to level 4 tuner, we got level 6 on field. Gonna go and use these two to synchro summon. Into our Swordsoul Supreme Sovereign Tenyi. Sorry, these cards are just hard to say. And that's basically it, guys, for this first combo here. Not the most ideal combo, but it is a pretty cool combo to end on, especially if you're just like a casual player just playing with your friends. This is honestly like a sweet board to make here. You got your Tenyi Spirit Link 4, you got your 3 Swordsoul boss monsters, and it's also pretty cool because they're all protected from the battle phase or protected from battle. Like your opponent has to target a face-up non-effect monster first before you can target any of these monsters for attack. So since you got that token here, they're protected from being targeted for attack until they get rid of that token. And also neither one of your effect monsters can be targeted with card effects except for the token. So you got that protection there. And then you still have like 1, 2, 3, like 4 interruptions there. So this is actually pretty cool here. But yeah, not the ideal combo. I just want to showcase you guys because this is a pretty cool board to make though sometimes. So I'm going to shuffle the deck, guys. We're going to actually showcase you guys a test hand where we make the ideal combo you really want to end on, which is like the more competitive combo as well. But I'll be right back in a second, guys. Alright, guys, so the deck has been shuffled up. We're going to do it a couple more times here. And rather than doing like a fixed hand, I know like a lot of YouTubers out there like to do like a fixed hand where they just pull out like 2 cards and say, oh, here's full combo. I'm going to do like a random test hand here just because of the fact to showcase you guys that this deck can be consistent. Alright, technically not a bad hand. Let's see if we can play this out right here. So go ahead and spend out your Hara, link it off right away for your Monk of the Tenyi. And normal summon out your Tai A. Activate the effect, guys, banish your add Hara, create that token, and a synchro summon immediately there. Gonna make our Grandmaster. We're going to have a Chain Link 1 Grandmaster, Chain Link 2 Taie. Taie is going to pitch us the Ashuna from deck 10. And that's the reason why I like Taie in the budget builds, because you can pitch Ashuna from graveyard all the time, which allows you to get an extender. And then from here we can go ahead and add the Long Yun. You can also apply like add your Swordsoul Blackout. Just depends on what you want to do though. Now I don't want to lock us into Worms just yet. So let's see what we can do here. Gonna go ahead and activate the Sacred Summit. Since we do have a Swordsoul monster on field, we can just target any Worm monster in our graveyard to special summon it. So let's special summon out the Ashuna here. Gonna go and link. Yeah, gonna go and link both of them off here for Shaman. Alright, now Shaman's effect, guys, will allow you to... You know, it probably would have been better to add Swordsoul Blackout, and I'll probably showcase you guys why here, because unfortunately we're probably not going to be able to use Long Yun's effect. But now we can activate Shaman the Tenyi's, guys. We can pitch Mermere to special summon out Mermere. Now when you're going to do this combo lineup here, you want to make sure that your Shaman arrows are completely empty, that there's no monsters there. So you want to just go and bring out your Mermere underneath it. Like if you have like this spot filled with the monster, you know, just bring out Mermere underneath it. If not, you can just bring out Mermere out here. Now we're going to use Mermere's effect, guys. We're going to make 3 tokens. Now using 2 of these, we're going to link off 1 token. Don't want to get ahead of myself here. Link off 1 token for Link Spider. The other token for Link Karibo. That's the reason why we play these cards. And we're still not locked into anything here yet. So now we can use Link Karibo, Link Spider, and Shaman. And make a 3 negate Appaloosa. And then now we can go ahead and banish Ashuna from graveyard to special summon out your Shatana from deck. Now we are locked into Worm monsters at this point, and you're also locked into well, you can't. Your monsters from the extra deck cannot activate their effects unless they're Tenyi cards. So from here, you can just go ahead, since Mermere uses this effect 3 times to level 4, it's also a tuner. So Shatana and Mermere at level 4 will make you your, and this is where my proxy is at, guys. To apologize for this. This was supposed to be your Tenyi Draco. Was it Draco Berserker of the Tenyi, right? But unfortunately, I don't have that card. So now this game we're saying there's sort of misplayed here, or there's actually a variety of ways we can end here. So now, when you had activated a Shuna's effect to banish special Mount Shatana, you could have actually chained your Link Karibo to that effect, tributed off your token, and you would have Link Karibo on the field. And now your Appaloosa would be protected during the battle phase, so you'd have a 3 negate Appaloosa, the ability to negate one monster on the field. And then when a monster effect is activated, guys, you can just banish one card on the field. Of course, this is Draco Berserker the Tenyi. So that's a total of like 5 interruptions there. However, though, if you wanted to play this a little bit differently, you can leave your token on field, and then rather than adding our Long Yun, I should have added the Swordsoul Blackout. And the reason why is because like this kind of helps plays around like Dark Ruler no more or Forbidden Droplet here. If you keep that token on field, you now have you still have a War Monster that Swordsoul Blackout can target and then pop 2 cards on your opponent's side of the field. So that's 2 interruptions there. It just depends on how you want to play, guys. So you can either do the Link Karibo or leave the token and have Swordsoul Blackout there. And also forgot to mention that we still have a Fake Veiler in hand, so this is actually still like another interruption there. So like if we go this combo lineup, you have 3 negates, so you got 3 interruptions, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 interruption, guys, on a budget. I want to showcase you guys this deck is actually really, really good. And there's also times where you can like end up with like another card as well. Like had this been like another worm card, then you could have added Long Yun and then pitch it to the graveyard, or like a Swordsoul card. Regardless, this is still a pretty decent end board here. There are times where you can also end like on Dragite, and you don't need to make your Grandmaster, and you still get that spell on Trap Negate. But like I said, I like this combo lineup because it plays around Dark Ruler more, and also the Droplet. You still have the ability to pop 2 cards. But anyways, guys, it's been it for this test hand / deck pro. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. This deck is still really fun to play with. Still budget. You can still buy most of it for like less than like honestly probably like $70 or less. But anyways, yeah, if you like this video, guys, make sure you smash that like button down below. Also, if you haven't, man, just please subscribe to my channel. It's just like a super simple, easy way for you guys to support me as a content creator and to support this channel as a whole. Also, guys, in the comment section below, let me know if you're still playing Tenyis. Let me know if you're playing, just something like this, or even if you're playing like Tenyi Yang Zing. There's actually a deck I also want to play, want to get into, mess around with this. If you're playing that, let me know down below how you playing it. Maybe you can leave me a deck profile, and I'm going, so I can start from there. If I could have played this test hand a little bit better, let me know as well. But anyways, overall, if you guys are still watching, you're awesome. I appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.